What is it that has brought this big family of strangers together? Was it war?
What are we doing, Seth?
Hey, Idris Elba. Idris Elba, I'm sure that name rings a bell. It's a household name across board. If you are somebody that watches movies a lot, like I do, Idris Elba is an international, well-known superstar.
Guys, here we are now. For the month of October, we have not just one, but two winners that has emerged for the month of October in our giveaway promo for this season.
An actor, a producer, executive producer, and a writer. I mean, he has it all. An established Hollywood international star, Idris Elba. One of my favorite actors, you might say, and he has really done so much for movie industry in Hollywood and for the black people. I have to say that, and he has inspired a lot of people to come into acting and all of that. Having said that, you'll be wondering, why am I talking about Idris Elba? Well, Elba, right now. Okay, so Idris, I heard him say one video that he wants to relocate to Africa. Why, you may ask? Now, he wants to relocate to Africa to boost the movie industry. He wants to create a studio. He wants to bring another studio and produce movies. And according to him, he has seen the prospects of that kind of industry booming even more than what it is right now. So he's into that venture of making that work. Great deal, you might say. I don't blame him. Why not? Huh? Give him back, you might say, from an accomplished actor like Idris Elba. Now, this guy has a background, from Africa origin, of course. As long as you're a black man, you're from Africa, right? So for him, Sierra Leonean, Ghanaian, British actor, if you can sum up all that together. So he has his roots back in Africa and maybe wants to give back. And now he says he wants to relocate and build an industry, movie industry. Maybe he wants to rival Nollywood. Hey, it better be a healthy one, because Nollywood, if you see, Nollywood has been able to, over the years, broken into international capabilities in all sense of it. And Nollywood has overtaken, so to speak, a lot of rivals when it comes to quality movies, especially within Africa. You can look at Netflix. Nigerian movies are everywhere. Prime Time, YouTube, all those apps, Nigerian movies are there 24/7. So it's booming. Nollywood is so strong in Africa, and is doing so well. So maybe this is part of what Idris has seen, and he said, you know what? Maybe we can do more, and bringing in another industry that maybe bringing a healthy rivalry and into the industry will only make watching movie even better, have a better experience watching movies. So it's a welcome development. It is great to hear that from Idris and trying to give back. And of course, that will even bring Africa to a more better light and to the perspective of what people will actually see Africa as, and look at it in a more positive way. Fantastic. And but now this is where I'm going, because you've been wondering, okay, you've known all of that, and I'm sure you guys must have heard this too. Idris Elba is trying to feature in a TV series for Things Fall Apart. Yeah. And I'm sure you must have heard the news too. Things Fall Apart is a classic novel that was written by Chinua Achebe way back in time in Nigeria. This talks about the ventures of an Igbo man, and who is trying to make things work for his community and everything. More like a warrior, so to speak. And I'm wondering, Idris Elba, rather, will be playing a major role in this. He wants to play Okonkwo. Now, Okonkwo, if you remember the story, if you guys will remember the story, Okonkwo is the lead actor in Things Fall Apart. All right? And this has been played before by an indigene. If you remember Pete Idochie, that was the man that played that role, and he did it very, very successfully. It was a successful movie at that time. And Idris Elba wants to reenact that play, and he wants to play Okonkwo. Come, really? What are we doing, sir? So are you saying that Nigeria cannot play that role? Okonkwo, it has to be a Sierra Leonean, Ghanaian. I'm not trying to be, but I'm just trying to look at how will Elba, I know he's a very good actor. I'm not taking that credit away from him, but how is he going to make it so natural? I would love to see that. How will he be able to play that role naturally? as a typical Igbo man. And I think you see that kind of thing. Can you play this role? Let me see how you can do it. Can you actually do all of that? And even much more. As you can see the clips of an Igbo man and the attire and the way they talk, very nice. The culture. How will Idris be able to pull this off? That would be awesome. I would like to see it. Wouldn't you? So, I mean, coming into play, Idris wants to do all of this. And I'm sure maybe that is part of what he's trying to do as he ventures into bringing another studio in Africa. I wish him the best. And well, my own thing is, so are you saying there's nobody in Nigeria that can play Okonkwo better than Idris Elba? Or maybe because he's going to be the executive producer, I'm sure. You know, if you're an executive producer, you dictate the tone, I guess. Okay. But let's see how it goes. And looking forward to watching Things Fall Apart. The character Okonkwo will be played by Idris Elba. I just want to let you guys be aware of that and watch out for it if it happens. Maybe next year we'll be hearing more and seeing how far Idris will go with these ventures and making Africa, a better place in terms of movies and tourism and all that beautiful stuff. All right? Hey, what can you also do to make Africa bright, make Africa a better place? Drop your comments. I would like to get what you take on this one. All right? Talk to you soon again. Then. Bye-bye.
This season, remember, is the season for giving. And we are giving away 15,000 for the month of October. And we have 2 winners. And they've been able to meet all the criteria. Remember, the criteria is to subscribe, drop interesting comments, and click the like button. And 2 people have emerged. And if you do that, you are sure you're guaranteed you're going to get something. And 2 people were able to do that. And one of them is Precious Math. Precious Math, if you are watching, you are a winner of 15,000 Naira cash. And the second person is Aisha Abdullahi. Aisha Abdullahi, if you are there, congratulations. You also win 15,000 Naira cash prize for your work in making the program go to another level. Congratulations for meeting that criteria. And if you hear me, they are going to get, remember for October it was 15,000 Naira. But since now we have 2 winners, they are going to have 15,000 Naira each. So you got that right, 15,000 Naira each. So Precious Math and Aisha Abdullahi, congratulations, winners for the What Are We Doing Self promo for October. All right. So we'll be getting in touch with you pretty soon to get your details so that we can transfer this money to you as soon as possible. I know you can't wait for it. But we say thank you very much. And for the month of November is on already. This time it's going to be increasing to 20,000 Naira for the winners. However, you are going to make sure that you join other platforms of What Are We Doing Self. You are talking about Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X or Twitter. All right, you have to join all those platforms and send a screenshot message to any of those handles. When you do that and you're consistent with your comments for all the videos, you most likely will be called out to win your prize for November. November just started, so go ahead, do what you got to do, and you win your prize for this season of giving. You don't want to be left out, all right? Or else somebody is going to ask you, what are you doing, Seth? So go.
What are we doing, Seth?